President Jakoski, the candidates for degrees and certificates have been assembled virtually. The 56th annual commencement exercises of Three Rivers Community College are officially in session.
Good afternoon. I'm Dean Barfield, Dean of Academic and Student Services at Three Rivers Community College. It is my honor to preside today over the college's 56th annual virtual commencement ceremony. You can follow along with our commencement program, which you will find on our website right below the live video on www.threerivers.edu/commencement. Thank you, Grand Marshal Professor Terrence Delaney, for officially opening today's commencement exercises. And thank you to our procession leader, Piper Professor of Anthropology, William O'Hare. Today's virtual commencement will be different from Three Rivers' usual commencement, but we will still bring you all of the important parts that matter, including the National Anthem by Three Rivers student and also a graduate today, Jordan Chinette. A welcome by President of Three Rivers Community College, Dr. Mary Ellen Jakoski. Greetings from Ned Lamont, Governor of the State of Connecticut. Faculty greetings from Dr. Deba Khan Bureau, Professor of Environmental Engineering Technology and Chair of the Faculty Senate. The 2021 Student Graduate Address from Alan Lyon. The announcement of this year's 8 valedictorians and the recipients of Academic Excellence Medallions. Kenneth Briggs, Director of Financial Aid, will welcome you as members of Three Rivers alumni. Steve Getchis, Dean of Administration, will announce the names of all graduates receiving their associate degrees or certificates. And finally, thank you to our dedicated faculty and staff, Commencement Committee, Student Programs Department, Student Government Association, our facilities group, and everyone at Three Rivers who all deeply wanted to honor you, our graduates, this year by ensuring that you had a commencement. And now, please rise for the National Anthem, performed by graduate Jordan Chinette.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jordan. That was beautiful. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the accomplishments of our wonderful students. They are the center of our world at Three Rivers, and as a college, we strive to serve them to our fullest ability. We, the faculty and staff at Three Rivers, are eternally encouraged and steadfastly supported in this important endeavor by a strong and fearless president. We are deeply grateful for her leadership. It is my honor to introduce President Mary Ellen Jakoski.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. You will always be remembered as the COVID-19 class when you talk about your graduation from Three Rivers in the days and years to come. Your lives are going to be marked by the pandemic in the same way that previous generations experienced Pearl Harbor, World War II, the Vietnam War, 9/11, and the insurrection on the Capitol on January 6, 2021, along with some recent national events revealing some ugly and disconcerting inequities in American society. Graduates of the class of 2021, I recognize that this is not the graduation ceremony you dreamed about with family and friends cheering you on as you walked across the stage. For many of you, you are the first in your family to earn a college degree. The entire Three Rivers community is honored to celebrate over 430 graduates we are all honoring today, who are coming from all walks of life, each with your own unique story. Let me share with some of you some stories about our graduates that we are celebrating today. Svetlana Kasem Begg is a single mom who works full-time for a beverage distributor and has 3 children, 2 in college right now and 1 that just graduated. She attended Three Rivers and UConn some years ago, wasn't able to finish, and is now graduating from Three Rivers with an Associate in Science General Studies with a 4.0 GPA. Svetlana applied to Conn College to move on to get her BA/BS degree. What a great example of how a person can jump back in after years away from school and still juggle college, work, and family. Congratulations, Svetlana. Grace Carlos is graduating with a liberal arts and sciences degree. Another really involved student who participated in many student clubs and activities, interned at the governor's office last semester, and organized community gatherings for her town. Grace is graduating but will return to Three Rivers to complete the CSCU Political Science Transfer degree in the fall. Congratulations, Grace. Erin Collins shared that, quote, "I had issues for 26 years of my life. Getting into trouble, being addicted to drugs, going to prison, and I decided I needed to accomplish something after I got clean. I never thought I would ever receive a college degree. I want to work in this field so I can help people who went through the same thing or who are going through the same thing that I went through." Erin is graduating with an associate degree in human services. Congratulations, Erin. David Medina is graduating with an associate in science and general studies, shared that, quote, "As a child, I was told I would never amount to anything, to put it nicely. As a teenager, I thought college was not an option. While in the military, I wondered if I could go to college. When I got out of the military, I put my children first. I started college when I was 25 years old, part-time, some years full-time with breaks in between. Losing credits due to moving out of state and changing my major. Finally, 27 years later, with my wife's encouragement, I earned my degree. My greatest supporter is my lovely wife, Vanessa Medina, who didn't let me quit every time I wanted to. Congratulations, David, and we wish you continued success. And thank you, Vanessa, for pushing your husband. We have students from the Three Rivers Middle College who are earning an associate degree while just completing high school. Summer Beebe, Mary Malloy, Colin Exet, CSCU Math Transfer, Rihanna J. Clark, Haley Dubois, Hannah Clarice Hollenbeck, General Studies, Joshua Lawrence Oswald. We also recognize graduating students who realize that learning never ends. Nelson Ramirez, History Study, who is 64 years young, and Herb Horner, Criminal Justice Enforcement, 76 years young. Today, I speak to all of our graduates and say, this is your day to celebrate your commitment to achieve your goal of earning an associate degree. As a class, you have shown resilience and strength to complete your courses when the year was disrupted by the pandemic. You faced the challenge of remote learning with perseverance and an unwavering resolve so that you could make your graduation today a reality. Your graduation is an invitation to use your education to begin to heal the afflictions of society by applying the best of what you have learned in your head and felt in your heart. As a class, you have the power to stand for healthier conditions that will create a healthier society. We all have the responsibility to keep the global community healthy by keeping ourselves healthy in mind, body, and spirit. My hope for you is that you will use your talents to harness your energy, your education, your creativity, your voice, and your vote to create more equity, more justice, and more joy in the world. May you be the class that blazes a new beginning forward and commences a new beginning for living, loving, and being responsible stewards of this planet, Earth, which is our home.
Okay, CSCU graduates, you've survived a year like no other. And now it's commencement. You deserve a great commencement. Enjoy it, feast in it. And remember, we love you. We want you to stay here in Connecticut. It's a state with amazing opportunities. I hope you've got a running head start. I used to teach at Central Connecticut State. I don't know where you're graduating from, but stay in Connecticut. We want you around.
Greetings, students, faculty, staff, and distinguished guests. Today is a very special day for all of us. Nonetheless, it's been one of the most challenging years that many faculty, staff, and students have experienced on a personal and economic level. And although this year has been difficult, we are here to celebrate the accomplishments of our students. What helped us through this difficult time? Hope, friendship, family, strength, and education, among other things. Education allows us to ask questions and to seek knowledge. It was strikingly clear that the need for higher education during this pandemic and past political year was vital. Because of the lack of understanding and transparency, societal stressors, fear, and confusion persisted. Seeking answers, listening, asking questions, observing, applying rigorous criticism, and acquiring knowledge was crucial. It is through this process that we learn. We call this the scientific method. It's through the scientific method that we acquire information and come to a better understanding as a society about the world we live in. The truth is the truth, and having quantifiable evidence and data can help provide a clear answer to our questions, no matter what the opinion of others are on the subject. I must acknowledge how proud I am of my colleagues and our students. We were all thrown into the depths of learning acronyms from LRON to hybrid to online, and had to learn several platforms to perform our teaching duties and, for students, fulfillment of coursework. It was difficult, but we did what we had to do. The faculty stepped up to meet the challenge. Why? It is and has always been our mission to give our students a college experience and education that will help them succeed in their endeavors, to succeed in contributing to society and the environment. The scientific method is the best place to start if you want to know the truth. Keep seeking the truth. Keep seeking evidence-based answers. Keep asking questions. Be a responsible learner and seek the truth. And while we are at it, be thoughtful and kind to each other. On behalf of the Faculty Senate and Three Rivers Community College, we wish you, our 2021 graduating students, the best of luck and success. Congratulations.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak today. For those of you who are not too sure who I am, my name is Alan Lyon, and I have been the Student Government Vice President for the last academic year. Today is about all of us and our accomplishments. Attending community college is rewarding, but also not easy. Many of us are what people refer to as non-traditional students, who come back and take classes in between our day jobs, our kids, and countless other responsibilities. We all should be extremely proud of ourselves for sticking through it and arriving at this day. When I was thinking about going back to college, the idea of attending community college was not high on my list. I thought that it would not give me the real college experience. I no longer hold that belief. I have seen the countless opportunities students are offered, from contributing to club life, participating in student government, and attending the many free events put together for undergraduates by the Student Programs Office. I have seen the relationships between peers blossom into what seems to be lifelong friendships, and I have seen faculty and staff offer all the mentoring a student could ever need. Granted, we do not get a dorm or a school football team, but give me a more affordable tuition and a smaller student-to-professor ratio, and I'm all in. Plus, sharing a room with someone half my age seemed more like babysitting than a good time. My college experience probably looks a lot like all of yours. I struggled, I studied relentlessly for Professor DePuric's lab practicals, and I even missed out on some lunch dates with friends. But today, we are graduating, and all those missed plans and late nights all seem worth it in this very moment. Robin Williams says in Good Will Hunting, "You'll have bad times, but it will always wake you up to the good stuff you weren't paying attention to." This quote is made even more apparent since COVID. The pandemic has challenged me in ways I could never imagine. It has challenged all of us. I went from seeing my Three Rivers friends and studying with them to being locked in my house going it alone. I went from seeing my professors face-to-face to watching them glitch out on WebEx and missing important lectures because my computer decided to crash mid-PowerPoint. But this pandemic has also forced me to value many of the things I had taken for granted, and it made me grasp that I am capable of far more than I give myself credit for. I was so caught up with getting that paper in for Professor Marvin or thinking, how will I ever learn these derivatives in Professor Mulkentine's class? Now I sit here reflecting on my semester, and I can just as easily pick out the great times. Laughing with friends I made within my major, planting vegetables in the spring to be donated in the summer with the Three Rivers Environmental Club, or the countless laughs in the Zoom meetings for student government, and especially given the opportunity to take part in an internship with Kathy Dorian, working with Dr. Comburo on her amazing diatom research. We all hold these preconceived ideas of what we are capable of. I am here to say that those ideas need to be broken sometimes. We have our cap and gown, and I realize now, if COVID cannot stop us from achieving our goals, nothing can. The time we have spent here has been predictable. We had a plan of study, we knew what we had to get done, and we were given a syllabus to keep us on track. And now that all ends. You get a diploma, and you might enter the workforce. The person sitting next to you might join the Navy, while me and a few others head off to UConn. Even with how happy this day is for all of us, it's also a bit intimidating. But when it feels terrifying to leap, that is precisely when you do. Or else you end up stagnant in the same place. I wish you all tremendous success in everything that you do. I hope life brings you exactly where you need to be, and just know that the entire COVID class of 2021 is rooting for you. I would like to give a special thanks to Alicia, Diva, Kevin, Don, and Bruce, because without your mentorship, I don't think I would be standing here today. And with that, I thank you all, and I wish you, the entire class of 2021, the best of luck in every endeavor. Thank you.
Each year, we announce our Valedictorian and Salutatorian, the top 2 students in the class based on a grade point average. And each year, the Board of Regents presents medallions for academic excellence in recognition of outstanding academic accomplishment of associate degree graduates of the community colleges. The criteria for the medallion are as follows. Recipients must be a graduating student who has earned a cumulative grade point ratio of 4.0. Recipients must have completed the degree requirements of an approved associate degree program. Recipients must have completed at least 50% of the degree requirements in residence at the community college awarding the degree. This year, we have an unprecedented result. We have 8 recipients of the medal who are also 8 valedictorians, all who have achieved a 4.0 grade point average. Amazing. The recipients are Riley N. Aboy, Shamila N. Garcia, Valerie Glover, Anastasia Laranova, Katya A. Sealing, Sarah M. Walsh, Amanda E. Williams, Ara Wilness. The awardees were given their medallions in advance of today's ceremony. I I hope you each have the medallion and are wearing it proudly. Congratulations to each of you. And now, President Jakoski will begin the certification of candidates.
As president of Three Rivers Community College, I present the candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science, the Associate in Arts, and the Associate in Science. Those of you receiving degrees and who are joining us virtually, if you are able, please stand. By the order of the Board of Regents and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon these candidates the degree of Associate in Applied Science, the Associate in Art, or the Associate in Science, and admit them to the honors, rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. Thank you. You may be seated. As president of Three Rivers Community College, I present the candidates for certificates. Those of you receiving certificates and who are joining us today virtually, if you are able, please stand. These candidates have satisfactorily completed the necessary requirements set forth by the Connecticut Board of Regents for Higher Education to be awarded the certificate. By order of the Board of Regents and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon these candidates the certificate and admit them to the honors, rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. You may be seated. Next, Dean Getchus will read the name of each and every graduate. First, we will read the names of those graduates who elected to attend a May 7th ceremony here at the college, including graduates from the class of 2020 who did not get a chance to walk last year. We will follow this group by reading the names of all 2021 Three Rivers graduates.
The next set of graduates will be receiving a certificate in accounting. Jessica Galwin. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Accounting career. Francis Bacamente. Nicole Fisher. Akib Hussein, cum laude. Pierre Jacques Charles. Susan Lowry Kobliluck, summa cum laude. Andrea Lee Lantigua, magna cum laude, also receiving a certificate in accounting. Anastasia Laurinova, summa cum laude. Janelise Lugo. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Business Administration. Ingrid Burdick, also receiving a certificate in marketing, magna cum laude. Caitlin Carroll, magna cum laude. Tamika Coppage. Deanna King. Dory Langelis, also receiving an Associate in Science and General Studies. Buntai McCaffrey, cum laude. Kayla Maury. Catherine Josephine Trejo. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Arts in CSCU Transfer Business Studies. Natalie Luisa Escobar. Shane N. Ignacio. Caitlin Belva Germaine Williams. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Arts in CSCU Transfer Computer Science Studies. Andrew Willem Pepper. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Environmental Engineering Technology. Michael Thomas Arabic, also receiving a Certificate in Environmental Health and Safety Management, cum laude. Catherine Doran, also receiving a Certificate in Environmental Health and Safety Management, cum laude. Hannah Guino, also receiving a Certificate in Environmental Health and Safety Management, magna cum laude. Leif Roman Huismeyer, also receiving a Certificate in Environmental Health and Safety Management. Alan Wayne Lyon, also receiving a Certificate in Environmental Health and Safety Management, magna cum laude. Kelly Morgan, also receiving a Certificate in Environmental Health and Safety Management, cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science and General Engineering Technology. Hunter Bosey. Next set of graduates will be receiving a Certificate in Library Technology. Maria Celeste Tapia. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Manufacturing Engineering Technology, David Medina. The next set of graduates will be receiving a Certificate in Mechanical Electrical Manufacturing Basic, Nilton Bolanos. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Computer Science Technology, Shamila Garcia, summa cum laude. Reina D. Ledoux, also receiving a Certificate in Data Analytics. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science in Construction Technology, Brian Chuka, cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Criminal Justice Enforcement, Emilia Apontante Phoebus. Razanta Faraj. Tyler Hughes. Jacob Alexander Legacy. Carly Ryan Matthias, magna cum laude. Jasmine Rosemary Rail. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Criminal Justice Treatment, Caitlin Rose Wias. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Electrical, Laser, and Robotics Engineering Technology, Zachary McGee. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Nuclear Engineering Technology, Jeromo Montero Adil, cum laude. Devin Ryan Chanel. Mon Lee Lu, cum laude. Nicholas Maynard. Kevin McMenemy. Nicholas John Malo. James Moran. Rafael Perez. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science and Technology Studies Biomolecular Science option. Nathan Swift. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associates of Science in Early Childhood Education. Ari Nicole Baez. Kayla Mari Ferguson. Skylar Holmes.
That's cool.
Brooke Mackin.
All right, Brooke! All right! Great. Congratulations.
Cinderella Mosley.
All right, Cinderella!
Jonna Raylan Rivers. Rose Spicer. Katarina Ann Turcott, cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associates of Science in Exercise Science. Christine Catherine Patterson. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associates of Science in Human Services. Erin M. Collins. Jordan Judge. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associates of Science of Arts in CSCU Transfer Exercise Science Studies. Andrew Smith Braithwaite. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associates of Science in Certified Clinical Medical Assistance. Linda Ann Dename, summa cum laude.
Good job.
Valerie Glover, summa cum laude. Marion Johnson, summa cum laude.
Good job.
Jacqueline Lamarck. Loretta Moye, cum laude. Mary Elizabeth O'Donnell, magna cum laude. Andriana Perkovich. Brittany Leanne Stickman. Abigail Doreen, magna cum laude.
Good job.
The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Arts in CSCU Transfer of Psychology Studies. Megan Coors, cum laude. Rachel Raposa, cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Science in Nursing. Thomas Farron. Cassandra Reyes, cum laude. Kaylin Elise Sadler, cum laude. Alyssa Sikowski. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associates of Arts in Liberal Arts and Sciences. Krista Venus, cum laude. Kimberly Boulay, magna cum laude.
All right, please.
Grace Victoria Carlos. Jordan Jeanette, magna cum laude. Stephanie Cote.
All right, Stephanie!
Gwendolyn Galad, also receiving a certificate in general studies, magna cum laude.
All right!
Erin Marie Harris.
Congratulations, Erin!
Jacqueline Lopez Molina, also receiving an Associate of Science in General Studies. Caden James Leon.
All right, David.
Eleni Jensenya Pagan. Forzia Sidika.
All right, Forzia! Congratulations.
Akili Nicole Zidbeck, cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Arts in CSCU Transfer of Communication Studies.
Wow.
Carolee Lynn Lee. Katia An Sealing, summa cum laude. Christopher Tobin. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Arts in CSCU Transfer of Spanish Studies. Brianna Erin Borsowitz. Also receiving an Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts and Sciences, summa cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associates of Science in Graphic Design. Rayleigh Nathan Aboy, summa cum laude.
Graphic design!
Francisco Fidel Lorido de Angel.
Francisco!
Jillian Vera Taylor. John Raymond White. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Arts in Visual Fine Arts. Ian Thompson. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Arts in CSCU Transfer Art Studies. Maria Fernanda Retagwe. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate of Art, Science and General Studies. Tina Luis Acosta.
All right, Tina!
Jack Adil.
Jack! All right, Jack!
Chantel Elizabeth Alford. Danya Enamor Ado. Haley Eleonora Hersberg.
All right, Haley!
Hannah Hollenbeck.
Anna!
Begg. Summa cum laude. Cassandra Liddell. Jason Mathewson. David Medina. Alisa Morcos. Akoija Tomika Ramuros. Caitlin Marie Reen. Sister Alexandria Smith. magna cum laude. Jacqueline Marie Sosnowski, cum laude. Caitlin Terry. Sarah Rose Tetrode. LeVar Valentine. Alexandra Weeman Brialt. Jody Amanda White. Summa cum laude. Yolande White.
The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Applied Science Construction Technology. Chad Bean, magna cum laude. Shane Haas. Craig McCullough, summa cum laude. Daniel Terrapin. Elliot Venturo. Graduating with an Associate in Applied Science General Engineering Technology. Mauricio Duarte. Graduating with an Associate in Arts, CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Art Studies. Lisette Adams. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts, CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Business Studies. Christian Coltier. Dharma Galtson, cum laude. Arian Kennedy. Edwin Lobo. Adam Main, cum laude. Cassandra Nowland, cum laude. Skylar Peterson. Anthony Soldano. Joshua Tangway, cum laude. Sarah Villagen, cum laude. Fabri Villanueva Verde, magna cum laude. Tyrell Wilson. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Biology Studies. Racia Diaz da Fonseca. Angel Molina, magna cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Computer Science Studies. Christopher Girk, magna cum laude. John Palomino. Harry Sanders IV, cum laude. Graduating with an Associate in Arts CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, History Studies, Nelson Ramirez, cum laude. Graduating with an Associate in Arts CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Math Studies, Colin Alexek. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Political Science Studies. Maricus Hernandez. Antonio Perry. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Psychology Studies. Christian Allen, cum laude. Also graduating with an Associate in Arts CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Political Science Studies. Angelina Androazzi. David Ashley. Janaya Burley. Naila Carter, magna cum laude. Rana Clark, magna cum laude. Miranda Hay, magna cum laude. Carter King, magna cum laude. Jamila Linder. Maritas Marus. Sophia Provencher, magna cum laude. Kayla Rivera. Kitty Valberg, summa cum laude. Shiloh Vornazos, cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Social Work Studies. Jason Edwards. Alyssa Ficara, summa cum laude. Aracely Fargoza. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts CSCU Pathway Transfer Degree, Social Work Studies. Glendaliz Rivera. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts, Liberal Arts and Sciences. Nathan Antozek. James Armstrong V. Brianna Bideau, magna cum laude. Eric Blanco. Zoe Cohen, cum laude. Alexander Fitzpatrick. Caitlin Gadmonsky. Carson Gibbs, magna cum laude. Noelis Guzman, magna cum laude. Christopher Hicks, Jr. Shayna Kurtz. Rebecca Kopinski. Sarah Lenny. Cassandra Manfredi, magna cum laude. Tanya Nazrin. Justin Odell. Shayla Perry, summa cum laude. Sabrina Picone. Kali Porter, cum laude. Emily Russell, cum laude. Taryn Simmons. Sarah Swift, summa cum laude. Julian Valdez. Jonathan Wilson, magna cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts Pathway to Teaching Careers. Regina Grant. Skyla Politikowitz. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Arts Visual Fine Arts. Mackenzie Gowland. Cora Rume. Amanda Swan, magna cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Accounting Career. Francesca Kaskog, magna cum laude. Also graduating with an Associate in Science Business Administration. Austin Egger, cum laude. Also graduating with a certificate in accounting. Alexander Foxbell, also graduating with a certificate in accounting. Raina Haas. Tamara Heppel, summa cum laude. Barry Lynn, summa cum laude. Rita Rivarola, cum laude. Catherine Snyder, cum laude. Crystal Valaris. Amanda Williams, summa cum laude, also graduating with her certificate in accounting. Kingsford Yankee, cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Business Administration. Nicholas Ashley. Matthew Benway. Jean DeCroce. John Hartle Jr. Chad Johnson. Patrick Jullerine. Bonnie Lodifico. Brooke Lussier. Thomas Marley. Catherine Mahia. Daniel Rosa. Walter Scott. Jacob St. Germain. Alicia Wessel. Ara Wilness, summa cum laude. Graduating with an Associate in Science Certified Medical Assistant. Reed Webler. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Computer Science Technology. Sarah Blett. Matthew Follett. Ryan Hessling, magna cum laude. Kyle Kressig. Carlos Kielas. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Criminal Justice Enforcement. Stanley Beckford, summa cum laude. Philip Carrier. Nicholas Dole, cum laude. Roselle Garchatorina. Sean Hayslip, magna cum laude, also graduating with an Associate in Science General Studies. Jason Hicks. Herb Horner. Alexandria Markley. Emily Ramirez. Crystal Thomas. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Criminal Justice Treatment. Maria Lupo. Jaden Magnan. Alicia Shortman, magna cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Early Childhood Education. Shayna Osberger. Adrian Grillo Smith. Hannah Merrill. Lillian Tashia, magna cum laude. Sydney Zagorensky. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science in Electrical, Laser, and Robotics Engineering Technology. Gregory Cochran. Jeffrey Tragokeo. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science and Engineering Science. Julia Boyce. Kyle Gerton. Zachary Jones. Lord Magpally. Jared Matau. Teddy Noiziku. Joshua Palco. Alexander Pearl. Georgios Provatas. Jason Susi. Michael Strobel. Anthony Tooley. Colin Wilshire II. Elizabeth Wyland. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Engineering Technology. Jennifer Messervy, also graduating with her certificate in Surveying and Mapping Technician. Robert Obey. Jennifer Paul, magna cum laude, also graduating with her certificate in Environmental Health and Safety Management. Damian Prika, also graduating with a certificate in Environmental Health and Safety Management. Brianna Woomer. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science, Exercise Science. Tony Hong. Mary Pascalini. Anthony Tooley. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science, General Studies. Catherine Archer. Chelsea Atwood, cum laude. Jessica Barron. Julie Beck. Summer Beebe. Brett Case. Sarah Carter. Jade Ciliano. Patience Clark. Hannah Connors, cum laude. Jennifer Cortez Sanchez. Joshua Davila, cum laude. Galibi DeLeo. Ashley Doak, summa cum laude. Haley Dubois. Ginny Estevez Jimenez. Larissa Fatone, cum laude. Gavin Fitch. Sierra Fontaine. Jason Four. Richard Gagnier. Olivia Gentry. Sean Ginter. Tesh Gray. Ashley Harris, magna cum laude. Haley Hayes. Carly Hust. Eloise Jean. Louis Gembriel Jr. Carrie Tardif Knowles. Alyssa Kondratowicz. Hannah Ledoux. Eric Lopez. Jacina Lovoshin. Taylor Mahan, cum laude. Mary Malloy. Elizabeth Manley. Pinky Mazipuko. Raul Maltaban. Lauren Murphy, magna cum laude. Vanessa Nunez. Joshua Oswald, summa cum laude. Sydney Petro. Brianna Phillips. Daniel Robles. Jeanette Rodriguez. Carol Roper. Anna Sine. Braxton Smith. Cassidy Stefanski. Giselle Tavares. Haley Torano, cum laude. Vanessa Verily, cum laude. Aiden Walls. Elizabeth Weiland, magna cum laude. Stacy Yukniuk, magna cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Graphic Design. Daniel Branch, cum laude, also graduating with a certificate in marketing. Benjamin Coughing. Elizabeth Exley. Brent Maraviglia. William Silva. Kimberlyn Stanford, cum laude. Maiguan Trong, summa cum laude. Joseph Victorino, cum laude. Sarah Walsh, summa cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Human Services. Kelsey Almonte Arvelo. Jasmine Avsi, magna cum laude. Jillian Gaffney, magna cum laude. Allison Hartung. Abigail Hauser, cum laude. Vanessa Nieves. Holly Swartz. Tanya Wheeler, cum laude. Graduating with an Associate in Science Manufacturing Engineering Technology, Joseph Alford. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Mechanical Engineering Technology, Timothy Flynn. Nicholas Sputches, magna cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Nuclear Engineering Technology, Aaron Albee, cum laude. Nolan Aruda. Ramage Carter. Jessica Cogshell. Jacob Dupree, cum laude. William Tate. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Nursing. Audrey Bartelt. Shannon Bergeron. Jennifer Bertie. Asmita Bhagat. Kiana Bloomingberg. Erin Blasworth, cum laude. Renee Barasa. Brendan Bosier. Twanasia Brown. Patrina Byfield. Kimberly Byrne. Christina Delicata. Olivia De Petrillo. Catherine De Polito. Rachel Dickens. Alexis Donahue. Jody Donato Trottier. Lori Fella. Sarah Fellows. Allison Fowler. Jennifer Grayson. Gabrielle Green. Anna Griggs. Nicole Hall. Willifried Harris Larognan. Jennifer Heading. Stephanie Herber, cum laude. Megan Hicks, cum laude. Sabrina Hyde, also graduating with an Associate in Science General Studies. Yolande Kamata. Priscilla Kirkland. Elizabeth Kuti. Megan Lavallee. Noreen Lavoie. Reed Malou. Sarah Malboof. Samantha Marion. Jennifer McNeil. Sage Morin. Nathalie Onema, Ashley Ortega, Jacqueline Alette, Trimkal Patel, Gerardi Paul, Kristen Phillips, Victoria Putnowitz Butler, Megan Reed, Chia Rosado, Tiffany Salin, Alexandra Smith, Cynthia Snyder, cum laude, Anna Stewart, cum laude, Alicia Teskey, Evelyn Vieira Fleming, Jasmine Walker, Stephanie Wanat, April Weeman, Nicole Williams, Alyssa Zima. Graduating with an Associate in Science, Sports, and Leisure Management, Christopher Beatty, magna cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science Technology Studies, Bernard Adeju, cum laude. Hayden McKelvey, Calixto Mezerhazy, cum laude, also graduating with a certificate in Mechanical and Electrical Manufacturing Basics. Zachary Trulson. The next set of graduates will be receiving an Associate in Science and Technology Studies, Computer-Aided Drafting Option. Austin Perkin, also graduating with a certificate in Computer-Aided Drafting. Rebecca Wewell, cum laude. Graduating with a certificate in Accounting, Christopher Yu, also graduating with a certificate in Computer-Aided Drafting. The next set of graduates will be receiving a certificate in Computer-Aided Drafting. Arlie Baroa, Derek Otero, cum laude. Austin Perkett, graduating with a certificate in Construction Management, Chad Bean, magna cum laude. Graduating with a certificate in Data Analytics, Jason Castagna, summa cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving a certificate in Environmental Health and Safety Management, Randy Cartier, Russell Perillo, summa cum laude. Chandra White, Chad Whitehead. The next set of graduates will be receiving a certificate in General Studies, Latoya Cooper, Connor Longwell, Emily McElroy, Eudora Poe, Sonia Simpson, Jeremy Woodruff, cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving a certificate in Library Technology. Joseph Almquist, cum laude. Hallie Ether, cum laude. Rebecca Everett, cum laude. Sarah Karpinski, summa cum laude. Molly Linder, magna cum laude. Lauren O'Neill, summa cum laude. Carol Pugh, summa cum laude. Richard Ryden. Christine Rosal, cum laude. Samantha Saltlitter, summa cum laude. Amanda Sorrell. Kimberly Taylor, magna cum laude. The next set of graduates will be receiving a certificate in Mechanical and Electrical Manufacturing Basics. Holly Boyle, cum laude. Adam Bazanowski. Matthew Falcone, summa cum laude. Ariana Farnsworth, cum laude. Ernest Hull, magna cum laude. John Holt, summa cum laude. Darrell McClinton, Jr. Michael McNeil, magna cum laude. Robert Rhodes, Jr. Graduating with a certificate in Women's Studies, Kelly Morgan, cum laude.
Okay, graduates, if you are able, please rise. This is really the most important part. It's time to move your tassel. You may now move your tassels from right to left over your heart to always remember you are an alum of Three Rivers Community College and signifying your status as new graduates. To your family and friends, may I introduce to you the class of 2021.
To our newest graduates, the class of 2021, I am extremely proud of each of you. Graduates, good luck as you pursue your future. Find your passion, get involved in the communities in which you work and live to make a difference. Celebrate life and be thankful for all that you have. Stay in touch. Take pride in your accomplishments. In the words of Harriet Tubman, noted American abolitionist, always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world.
On behalf of the Three Rivers alumni community, we congratulate you on your academic accomplishments and welcome you as members of the Alumni Association. Today, by virtue of your graduation, you are joining other Three Rivers alumni. Commencement is not an ending, but a beginning. Your relationship with Three Rivers will not end today, but rather evolve into a new form. As you move with hope and courage into your careers and continue your education, you will want to maintain close ties with your alma mater. We are counting on you to remember your education. This is your college. Go out and distinguish yourselves in Three Rivers and pursue your goals. Once again, congratulations and warmest welcome to the proud family of Three Rivers alumni. Thank you.